What is up, people? It's your boy Madolje Queen, and I'm here with my next dungeon challenge. It is going to be the Gem Maze Challenge. Gem Maze Challenge. I'm wondering about something when it comes to that. Because the next event is going to be a maze dungeon. And as you can see, that one is all the ones who are here are new. They are all new, and they all represent the zodiac. And each one is actually pieced together as pieces of each zodiac. As you can see, the boss right there is, I think his name is Passion. He represents, let me look, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. This one represents Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Virgo, Taurus, and I think Capricorn. Did I say Capricorn? No. And this one is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. This one doesn't represent the zodiac. And the team that someone has recommended to me is the team that I would be less likely to use, which is this, because I don't use these guys that much unless it's like for team war events. This is like the only time you'll see me using these guys because I'm pretty much forced to use them. And I have like a general idea on how I use every one of them, but you know, how is that going to work in this? I usually have like a team that I want, that I have a strategy for and everything, but that's why I'm doing this, so I try new things. I've noticed that in all of my videos, I have used only legends. Maybe an unlikely team would be like all epics. And all epics team scares me. I always need at least one legend because a legend can usually take on multiple monsters. I really wanted to say something else because I was having a mental breakdown or something. But with them all having their own little thing, legends usually have their own strategy. Thunder is usually meant for quick and powerful damage. Sometimes it's not powerful, it's just for quick damage because they just keep going. They usually have attacks that say after you use this attack, it's allowed to attack again. Does he ever move, or is that just his thing? He just sits there and he's like, I'm all warriored up. But the thing is that that's Thunder. They usually have attacks that say once they attack, they can attack again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again. While Water is meant on stamina, freezing, and stunning. Metal makes shields. And I actually don't know what metal does. Most of them magnetize their opponent, which makes them weak against metal for a certain amount of time. Shield. Actually, metal I've seen each one has their own little thing. It's weird. Well, it's weird to me. Fire is usually meant on power and burning, as in they make powerful attacks that are usually meant to end your opponent. Nature is all about healing and like super health. What else? Magic. Magic does a lot, but a majority of magic that I've seen possesses. That I own actually possess my opponent. Earth is good for shields and other things. I finally get to see what this guy can do. which I probably won't see. Oh, he has poison block, maybe because he has a snake. In the next one, I actually want him just because he has that snake. The snake is awesome. Snaky, little sneaky. I'm missing someone. Darkness is bent on nightmares and other things. Light is meant on boosting your side and implying random negative effects on your opponent's side. I say random because it's not every time that it's meant for something, so you never know. I'm probably missing one attribute that I just can't think of right now. And we back. I don't understand. Sometimes when I listen to myself in my replays, I have that volume very, very loud. When I listen to myself in replays, I feel like I sound very nasally. Vocally, I sound nasally. That is actually probably because I do have a lot of nose problems. As you can hear, I don't think I've ever had like a video that I haven't been sniffling. Well, that's how bad my nose is. It's usually like constantly stuffed or something, and my hair is messed up because I've been doing stuff all day. Why did it? Man, he is so... I'd switch him, but... maybe I will. For the... when I come back, it'll be probably switched to someone who would do something. You know, like Megalosaur gave off that awesome roar every time he won. And here is Cavernfish's special, where he summons 3 cannons to attack all of your enemies and stun them. Like I said in the before, most waters are good at stunning, freezing, and making your opponent lose their turn, even with stamina leaks. That's what they're known for. So usually you can, if you want a certain way of messing with your opponent, like if you want to apply multiple stamina leaks and make them lose their turn, get water monsters. Although the difference in power of every monster usually will vary on... I can't think of how they usually vary. Like, Cavernfish is probably weaker than my other water monster, the shark-looking one. If you watch previous videos, you'd see you know who I'm talking about. He's probably weaker, but he has more attacks. Like the Round Rain attacks all opponents and freezes them all, while Lead Rain attacks all of them but stuns them. There's the difference. I want to say it starts with an S, but I can't pronounce it correctly. His effect is he has one that freezes all, but the other one only stuns one enemy. He also has one that freezes one enemy. So that is the difference between each of them. Oh. I miscalculated. So, I never looked to see if there was someone that I forgot. I'm pretty sure I didn't when I was talking about who everyone specializes in their own thing. If you want to specialize in a specific, I want to say, genre of monster, I like to specialize in magic because magic monsters have more options. As you could see in my team of what I use in player versus player, which was Mr. Scratch, Egg Eater, and the Glitch. Glitch is the only one who I wish was magic, but instead he's dark, which I find weird. But I can't judge it. Is the fact that they can possess and apply random negative effects to my opponent. And plus Mr. Scratch is also able to do the stamina leak, and his other move is also able to do stamina devouring to your enemy. So like I was saying about Mr. Scratch, I'm sorry, I had to take a pause between too much to explain. Mr. Scratch actually is able to do a lot against your enemies. Multiple. And now we're about to go up against our first of the Zodiac. It's going to be Bright, representing Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. You can tell that she is Gemini due to there being two of them. Aquarius because she has the Aquarius thing, vase, I want to say gourd, something like that. And she represents Libra with the scales on her horns, which I think is pretty inventive, you know? You can tell each part of her and what she's supposed to represent. And now she's gone. Starting again. Time to continue this war dungeon. Ooh, it's that dude. And the panda who has a tiny panda. Panda. I don't understand why the main monster that that they use as pretty much their mascot is a panda. Why the panda? I understand pandas are cute, but from what I've actually learned about pandas, pandas are very stupid. And you can go look it up. I learned so many things from certain videos and fact checks that I believe that pandas are actually trying to set themselves up for extinction. And it makes me sad, but it's true. It's terrible. I keep getting so confused with him because he doesn't move. He's like, I don't know. I don't know why this team is just so difficult. Does that do anything? No. Does that do anything? No. So are you even useful? Eh. I enjoy the fact that he has that shield that gives him an extra turn to also use that attack, which inflicts damage to the opponent and lets him regain stamina. It pretty much says that that monster will never run out of stamina. So he is the infinite attacker if you only use that attack. And since it does pretty good damage, the MS-45ST, which I will have to admit, is not bad. You never run out of energy. Do it. Divine Aggression. Ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-do-do-do-la-dee-da. I also think it's pretty cheatish that he can never truly run out of stamina, and the fact that he'll give himself a shield that gives him that extra turn to regain some of the stamina that he lost for making the shield. I mean, that's pretty good. Although you wouldn't see me putting him on my team for normally anything unless I'm forced to use him. But since someone was the one who someone requested that I use a team that I'd most likely never use, this happened because I don't like Griffin. Like I was saying, I don't like Griffin because it's only multiplayer attack is Griffin Thunder, which doesn't give any boost, and its other peck attacks don't really help except for one-on-one. And I will admit, Cavernfish isn't that bad, but the fact that his Lead Rain and Round Rain do not really do that much damage, it's really undermining. And I've already explained that I don't like Robo Dude, I don't know his name, because I'm feeling very out of my element right now because I'm not attacking them all at once. I'm having to go after them individually, except with Cavernfish. And his moves don't do that much damage. The only thing that they're doing that's good for me is stunning my opponent so that they won't attack me. I feel so out of place with this. Alright, so now we're about to take on the second one of the, what's it called? The Zodiac ones. This one represents, I think it's Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, and its name is Virtue. I mostly want him because he represents Virgo, which is my zodiac. So that's why I'd want him. But the thing is I also want the one who has the water one, because he represents Cancer, Pisces, and Cancer, Pisces, and no, not Aquarius. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. I think it looks really cool. And recently in the update of this game, they said that the new maze dungeon that's coming out is going to have a surprise in the middle or something like that. And so I'm actually going to think about recording my progress through the maze dungeon, recording all every time I make a move in it, because in reality, when you're doing the maze dungeon, it's just about what you're collecting, and the maze coins that you collect are from collecting gold food, breeding monsters, hatching monsters, and getting them through the maze coin dungeon, which will be a part of my dungeon challenge series. So I will be including that, but I want to record so that I can also show what happens, what this so-called big surprise will be for it. Because lately they added an extra route in the dungeon, It used to be so much easier when they had one less route than they originally added. I'm not saying that it's impossible. There's usually a tactical way to get through the maze dungeon, which I will post when the maze dungeons first starts. I'm going to post a video on how you can usually get through a maze dungeon and figure out how and find out how to get the creature that you want. For some reason, I don't have the skill level to get the what is known as like what I call the prized monster, which is the number one. The first maze dungeon I remember them going was the Easter dungeon, where I got Egg Eater, and he was the in ranking. It goes from 1 to it used to be 1 to 5. Now it's like 1 to 7 or something. Like, it's insane now. And Egg Eater was number 4 of 5, and then there was the one above him, which was Tridos, which was a 3-headed fire monster that had the ability of not being able to burn, but his special was insane. And I wanted him and everything, but I wanted Egg Eater more, and I don't think I could have gotten whatever its name was. Anyway, but I'm happy I got Egg Eater. Egg Eater is my favorite monster like ever created, and you know, I just want to see what this one's gonna bring. I want to get the one that has Virgo, and I want to get the one that has Cancer as their in their mix, because I am a Virgo. And my mother is a Cancer, as you just saw my tablet's dying. But I'm still recording this because I don't have much time to record this, so I want to get it done. One of the things that I'm thinking is that this one, the maze dungeon starts either later tonight. No, it's not even tonight. It's if I can find phone. Yeah, it's already tomorrow where I am. So that means that it's gonna start most likely when I wake up again. And then that's when I'm gonna start going through it. But this says Gem Maze Dungeon. I don't understand if that's supposed to be where it's saying it's based on the maze dungeon, or if I was supposed to wait and it was going to include maze coins in it. And if I find out that it included maze coins and I am late, or I was early, then I'm going to be a little upset, because getting early maze coins from certain dungeons is really helpful in helping you progress through the dungeon. Another big thing that when it comes to recommending it, I'll just go over that when I make that video, because there's actually a big way that you can help yourself get through a maze dungeon with with as few problems as possible. Now, you might have to find someone else on how to get the top monster. I will be honest, I don't know how to do that. I have not really been successful to try to get the top monster. And currently there hasn't been one up there that has made me want to even try my hardest to do it. So one of the things I just realized is that I have recorded most of this on most of this dungeon challenge. I haven't edited any of it at the point of where this was being filmed. Because I'm lazy. But knowing me, I will eventually get it done and posted. Dang. Yeah, there's like no special thing that happens after the wolf pack comes and takes a bite out of my entire team. To take on the third one. This is the one I want. Mystery represents Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. As you can tell by its fish head, scorpion tail, and crab claws. It has anti-possession, and its special is able to possess. So that is one of the big reasons, if you have watched the things, that I'm really big into possession monsters. So it does make it to where he's pretty well wanted by me, but I don't know where he's going to be ranked. If he's going to be the one that I usually go and get, or if he's going to be the one that I usually will pass on. I hope he's the one I usually try to go get, because then I'll get him, and most likely Scales Down will be the Virgo one and the Gemini and Aquarius one. But, you know, just gotta see what happens. Alright, next one. He has weird little runes coming off his sword. I'm actually pretty happy that in this video I have shown off all of my monsters' special moves. That has made me pretty happy. Ugh. Gosh. Someone take someone out, dang. Of course the tiger has freeze block. Well, this video is almost done. Then I'm gonna I'm pretty much gonna film it all, and then do the big editing of mass editing, where I trim it all and then merge it all together. Where I trim out all the they've really upped the ante with the teams that I have to go up against, like Mon, Count Vlad, and that light monster. Oh my goodness. I can't handle it. But the biggest thing is that I really want to just do it all at once, so that once... Oh my goodness. I try not to yawn out loud. So that when I'm done editing it all, and merge it all together, then it'll be done. I'll be done. I'll just scroll on. Get him! Sheesh, these guys are tough. Get rid of him. We're here with the final 4 fights, and the actual maze dungeon the maze dungeon has shown up. And with that, I will also be posting a video of little tips and tricks on how, on what is the best way to get through a maze dungeon. Because there's actually a few little things to show that would be really helpful, especially if this is one of your first, or if you're trying to look for a better way to get through it. One of the big things is your resources are your best friend for this. The more... I actually don't know if that's accurate. So, never mind. Ugh. I forgot to turn that off. He's still not stunned. So after this, I'm actually going to be editing all the pieces at the same time. Look at little hey man. Oops. I swear I put this thing on Do Not Disturb, yet my notifications still pop down and they're like, hey. I'm like, no. I'm busy. This thing should have where while I am recording, it doesn't go off. You know? Nothing shows up, nothing else shows up on my screen. I don't know why that's not how it works. Ooh, 2 specials at once. And she still survived. It's time for this, it's almost time for the last fight. They're using some pretty good legends, to go up against me with. I'm just a little surprised. I'm wondering what the boss is going to be like. Oh my goodness. I'm just trying to finish this. This is actually being a little bit harder than I'm expecting it to be. Just a little. What was that? It looks so magical. That's just what I'm looking for. Goodness, it's windy outside. Still, oh my goodness. There, I shouldn't have to worry about either of them. And now it's time for the final fight. Passion, represented by Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, I think. That's Sagittarius, that's Leo, and that's, I believe, Aries. Which is why he has the goat horns, the lion's head, and the Sagittarius bow. Something like that. Ugh. Oh, I don't remember ever hearing that. Dang. And we win. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. I've completed my Gem Maze Dungeon Challenge. I think I'm just going to call it another Gem Dungeon Challenge. And I will also be posting that thing of tips and tricks through getting through a maze dungeon. Alright, I will see you later. Always remember to be sweet, stay sweet, sweetness.